I'm about to unleash about Shedeur Sanders. I just watched what happened to Shedeur Sanders now by those sorry-ass Browns and sorry-ass Kevin Stefanski.
Run to the entire Browns offense, but why didn't you keep Philly to control? Why didn't you decide to put Talon?
Yeah, obviously we didn't play great as an offense in the second half. That's never on one person.
You didn't call plays well in the second half. This is what Derek Carr had to say. I need to understand why we don't get to see Shedeur run this 2-minute drill. Wouldn't you want to see your young quarterback operate in this situation, get him more reps for the future?
Did Shedeur have something wrong with him after the game?
Yeah, he's good.
A lot of times with these coaches and coaches like Kevin Stefanski, it's ego over execution, it's plays over players.
From my assessment, y'all, they don't want a controversy. It was like, wow, you put him in with guys that's going to be on the street tomorrow. They all getting cut, Shannon. Everybody Shedeur played with, they getting cut tomorrow or Monday. And so you didn't get this man a fighting chance to compete. He went into a gunfight with 2 knives. He going to lose that every time.
We're now tuned in to the Dark Times channel.
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And we got to go ahead and talk about it. We all saw what we saw the other day. We saw what they tried to do to Shedeur Sanders.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel like you belong here on this team?
Obviously. And Kevin Stefanski handled that situation and this whole quarterback competition horribly, because you removed an opportunity for him to redeem himself in that situation, to go out as a winner. And again, it's not just we all see it, players on a team sees it, players on the opposing teams see it. They know what's going on. They know what's going down.
I'm outraged, I'm sickened, and I'm saddened. By the way, Shedeur continues to be treated in the National Football League.
He walked up to you after taking his walk down to the pylon, and then he walked back up to you on the sidelines before Snoop went in, and he said something to you. You shook your head. I mean, was he trying to get back?
He's a competitive kid. The plan was to go with Snoop there, so but I wouldn't make any more of it.
What do you make, Emery, of that decision by Kevin Stefanski, who said not to read anything into it?
A lot of times with these coaches and coaches like Kevin Stefanski, it's ego over execution, it's plays over players. At the end of the day, you got to give this kid a shot.
So Kevin Stefanski gives Dylan Gabriel easy short throws with max protection, and then gives Shedeur bulljive plays with an O-line that looked like they just ate a gang of little Debbies. F you, Browns. Trade Shedeur. If you want me to fight, if you want me to win a war, give me the weapons. You can't expect me to win a modern war with muskets and cannons. They use drones now. They use stuff with precision, pinpoint accuracy.
And so Kevin Stefanski the other day, he sent Shedeur Sanders out there with the 4th and the 5th stringers, guys that are not going to be on the roster come Monday morning. Meanwhile, Dylan Gabriel was out there with the 2nd team, the 1st team, and he was making plays, and the ball was getting out of his hands quick. And it looked like the other team wasn't even trying to play defense.
Obviously, he played well in this one. He didn't have turnovers and fumbles, right? So,
hell, I picked up the phone. I called TJ. I call Hoosh. And I'm like, Hoosh, am I tripping? Or did I see what I thought I just saw when 12 went in the game? He's like, yeah. You can tell that was a bunch of, you know what? TJ don't care. He just go off. Oh yeah, TJ went off the rock on the phone. Yeah, why would you put him in that situation?
And so the $1 million question becomes, why would Kevin Stefanski, why would the Cleveland Browns do this to Shedeur Sanders? Why would they put him in the position that they put him in? Well, here it is.
You know why they did that, Shannon? If Shedeur take them down there, drive down the length of the field, they win that game, the fans gonna be saying, Shedeur our quarterback. Shedeur should be our starter. Shedeur should be the guy that starts game 1, week 1. Look what he did. They didn't want that to happen. And I don't know what's going on with Kevin Stefanski. It's almost as if, and I don't even want to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's like he don't want Shedeur to do well.
I know a lot of people think this is just some woke opinion. It's not a woke opinion. I know woke. I'm just telling you, this young man can play quarterback at the highest level in this league. He is capable of being a franchise quarterback and taking a team to the promised land. And the word of mouth, it's not like there's a memo sent out, but the word of mouth all around this league was, let's teach him, and especially his daddy, a lesson. Let's just put them in their place. It's like he got sabotaged today. That's how it struck me, that they threw him in because they didn't want him to make any more splash and put any more heat on Stefanski. But it's a desperate, dangerous situation in which he's got no shot, man. He's throwing to Sal freaking Canella? What? And nobody can separate. Looked like the Rams were playing some second teamers. It's just excruciating to watch what they're trying to do to Shedeur. Again, they're still trying to teach him a lesson. They sabotaged it. They rigged it against him today, putting him in with third and fourth stringers, fifth stringers. Well, you got no shot at quarterback.
And one of the reasons why the Cleveland Browns and Kevin Stefanski had to do what they did is because if Shedeur Sanders went out there this past weekend and he balled out and he did everything that he was supposed to do from a quarterback standpoint, the fans would have been clamoring for Shedeur Sanders, because right now Shedeur Sanders has got the fan base in a frenzy.
You know what's crazy? Him getting picked like later probably didn't help that.
For sure. Because now they underdog.
Yeah. Now everybody like, man, y'all ain't I'm definitely getting a Shedeur Sanders jersey.
I'm about to go buy one.
And I am too. I want a Shedeur Sanders jersey.
And now you an underdog story.
Yeah. And now when he killed, he's gonna be even more probably. Bro, he's gonna touch $500 million to $1 billion, bro.
Chill on him, boys.
And so a lot of people feel like they didn't even want to give Shedeur a chance to go out there and do something spectacular. There's too much at stake.
And the word of mouth, it's not like there's a memo sent out, but the word of mouth all around this league was, let's teach him, and especially his daddy, a lesson. Let's just put them in their place. It was just sickening and shameful to watch. Let's teach them who we are and who they're not. And all those coaches who didn't want to take him were scared to death that if you did take him, that pretty soon the owner is going to be thinking, well, I could get Deion Sanders to coach. I'm going there because it's going to create box office, and maybe he's a better coach than you are, coach. He is. Scared to death of him.
If Shedeur Sanders would have had the same weapons around him, it would have been a completely different story, and the fan base would have been clamoring for Shedeur Sanders, and they would have had no choice but to start Shedeur Sanders sooner than later. But as of right now, from an organizational standpoint, they don't have to.
Feel about that? Do you feel like you belong here on this team?
Obviously.
Looking at, as you mentioned, the different approaches for these quarterbacks here, it is a crowded quarterback room in Cleveland. So does Shedeur make the 53 in your mind?
That question is already, for lack of a better word, dumb, in my opinion, right? Because yes, he's going to make he's the best quarterback in that room.
They can point to the fact that he didn't play well, but it's something that I don't think is necessarily going to work, because come week one, the fans are still going to be clamoring for Shedeur Sanders. And so it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But those are my thoughts on it anyways. Make sure you guys go ahead and try to keep that conversation going on down below, as we usually do. And as usual, peace and chaos.